People's Organization calls out all intending candidates for upcoming assembly polls under ENPO area to not participate in the election. The organization asked aspiring candidates to support the demand for frontier Nagaland state and decision to stay away from electoral proceedings. Convener of Concerned People Nagaland Kahodo Chishi slams government on the extension of tenure and deputation of Nagaland DGP Tichon Longkamer for another 6 months. In strong words, Chishi says Longkamer is a thief who has been safeguarded by Chief Minister Nipurio himself. Nagaland once again records the lowest rate of unintentional deaths among the states and union territories of the country, according to the Statistics National Crime Bureau record. The number of unintentional deaths in Nagaland reduced by 1 from 74 in 2020 to 73 in 2021. Member of Lok Sabha Tokyo Yeptomi laments State Department for delaying work and failing to give specific details and take corrective measures. Attending District Development Coordination Committee and Monitoring Committee, Nagaland's lone Lok Sabha MP asked the departments to ensure effective and right methods in dealing with various schemes and submit all the details latest by September. After a long drama and outcast of several BJP MLAs, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal wins the trust vote in the Assembly on Thursday. In the 70-member Delhi Assembly, 58 MLAs voted in favor of Kejriwal's Aam Aadmi Party in the trust vote. And welcome to Nltv English Prime Time. This is Chiben Kfung. Well, first story up tonight. Eastern Nagaland People's Organization called out all intending candidates for the scheduled state polls under ENPO area to not participate in the election, but rather support their demand for frontier Nagaland state. Reaffirmation of the boycott call was resolved after a joint consultative meeting was held at Dara Guest House in Kohima on Wednesday. The meeting was attended by Eastern Nagaland People's Organization, Eastern Nagaland Legislators Union, Rajya Sabha MP S. Pangnon Konyak, and ENPO federating units on the course of action for a separate frontier Nagaland state. Earlier, on 26 August, in a consultative meeting, ENPO had unanimously resolved that people of Eastern Nagaland shall not participate in any election process of the state and central unless their demand for a separate frontier Nagaland was fulfilled. ENPO President Tsabigyu Sangdam said that the elected members and federating units were appraised of the resolution at the August 26th joint consultative meeting of ENPO with selected leaders of Eastern Nagaland talk team, 7 tribal bodies and frontal organizations. Sangdam recalled that ENPO had submitted representations to the central government in October and November 2021. However, in view of no response from the center, ENPO was compelled to take the decision of not participating in the assembly elections. Over the government of India's decision to extend the tenure and deputation of Nagaland Director General of Police Tichon Longkamer for another 6 months, Convener of Concerned People Nagaland Kahodo Chishi Sumi questioned the move taken by the government. Expressing resentment of the extension, Chishi pointed out many things in an exclusive interview with Nagaland TV on Thursday. Chishi hit out at Nagaland government by saying that the move is illegal, as Longkamer's appointment as DGP in 2018 is a matter under sub judice in the apex court. He also pointed out that the CPN challenged the appointment back in 2018, and the Supreme Court ordered Nagaland government to file a petition justifying the eligibility of Longkamer's appointment. However, since the Supreme Court is yet to examine the response from the Nagaland government, the move to extend the tenure stands null. The government has no right to do so. Some even alleged that Tijon Longomar is from Chhattisgarh Khatra and was brought to Nagaland on 27 June 2018 to serve for 1.5 years. But it continued for more than 4 years, and most importantly, Longomar was not officially appointed as DGP for the state, but as deputation.
First, thank you for having me. First, I Kobolimon Tagado, John Longomodo DGP as a winner Janedo. Kinimidi initially 2018, Tiger Point Kurise, Olibi Mon CPM, concerned people of Nagaland Bra, Supreme Court case Kurise, Aro Supreme Court Pra judgment Diato, Nagaland government law application file Kuribi Kuise, John Longomo DGP Kurule Divole. Kinimidi Taito unqualified to be DGP. So, I follow up kura time day. Ito Nagaland government lawyer bra. Tandu petition to file kuris, application to file kuris. Or ita mo na concern na ko yun. But the thing is, unless the Supreme Court pra application file kuribe ko ito. So unless the Supreme Court examines the application, tahan to government of Nagaland to ito John Longomo DGP kurule ko right now. So tala earlier extension, ito not extend, tayo DGP extension kurana ide. Tala term over 3 years. Deputation, tayo Nagaland cadre no ito. To Chhattisgarh cadre pra Nagaland T deputation pota to extension itu pas de, not extension as DGP. And to my knowledge, DGP appointment order na ito. The second term. To itu be khotom hoy gena. Aur ita second time 6 months. Pension bhi hoy se. Ita to service extension.
Over the extension of tenure and deputation of Nagaland Director General of Police Tijon Longomar for another 6 months, social activist Kaudo Chishisumi accused the DGP Tijon Longomar as a thief, or rather as a tech thief. Chishi stated, "How can people obey a person if a law enforcing agency breaks the law? Nagaland Police needs a head of police who is righteous, not one who is corrupted." He further stated that Longomar and Chief Minister Nupio Rio in various ways or in various terms helped each other in safeguarding the post of power, while there are many other deserving officers as well to attend for the post of DGP Nagaland. But Rio and his government deliberately extended the tenure for Tijon Longomar.
We need a head of police, police to at least appearance, tai chupai ke na khai thakili to chori bina, only outwardly, tai to shida mano thaki bola ge do. To John Longomo no hoy do, tai tik chor kuris do. Mui to chor kurase. I'm calling him a thief. Why? I have called him a thief before. So under the Nagaland Forest Act, under the Nagaland Jhoomland Act, gasop to, apart from traditional village owned lands, but it is not forest department license. So kon katibo gole bhi he has to take the permission from the forest department. Tai nijo katigena tai poisa deposit kurbo itu ki. Itu bhi kotha na ki. Rate to kun banai se. Kun ki di se. Tai katigena manu ki di se itu bhi ala kotha. Hole tai nijo loi se gole itu aro. So who sense it aga manu na? Kun bra inia manu bra police force head kurubli di bole mon thagibo. Nagaland the lawless land ase to mon underground extortion la kotha kile complain kurejo when the chief of police na tai chor kura tam di ki to kile chor no koribo. We to bar koi do when people who
With 73 fatalities in 2021, Nagaland once again recorded the lowest rate of unintentional deaths among the states and union territories, according to the National Crime Records Bureau under the Ministry or the Union Ministry of Home Affairs. The number of unintentional deaths in Nagaland reduced by 1 from 74 in 2020 to 73 in 2021. Based on the mid-year population projection for 2020, the rate of accidental deaths was 3.3 per lakh people, compared to national average of 29.1 people. In addition to 2021 and 2020, Nagaland also had the fewest unintentional deaths in India at 63. A fire broke out in Gifri town at Rest House Word around 4:30 p.m. today. And as per sources, the fire completely razed down a private residence, one that belonged to, the private residence belonged to Litsakyu Sanctum, and the fire razed down the house at around 4:30 p.m. The fire was likely caused by pork fates that was placed above the fireplace to smoke it. And as per sources, both the kitchen and the room were completely gutted by the fire, and property worth rupees 30 lakh was damaged in the incident. However, one good thing is that no casualty was reported from the incident at the time of filing the report. The District Development Coordination Committee and Monitoring Committee held a meeting on 31st August at the conference hall. Commissioner of Texas, Dimapur. The meeting was hosted under the chairmanship of Member of Parliament, Tokeho Yaptami. During the meeting, Yaptami expressed that he was not satisfied with the department for delaying their works and their inability to give specific details and take corrective measures. He appealed to the departments to ensure effective and right methods in dealing with the various schemes under each department, and also requested to submit all the latest details by September. Yaptami praised the members that the other states are going far ahead in development sector where Nagaland is still at the backdrop. He further urged the departments to be more sincere and responsible towards the implementation of all flagship programs in the district. Various departments highlighted their latest activities, achievements of both physical and financial targets. The Nagaland Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation Limited will host a one-week handicraft exhibition at the Urban Hut in Dimapur from September 5 to 11. The Ministry of Textiles, Government of India Office of the Development Commissioner is the sponsor of the exhibition. Interested artisans with an artist ID card issued by the Office of the Development Commissioner may submit an application for the exhibition by writing to the project cell, NHHDC Limited, Half Nagarjan, Dimapur, or on before September 3rd during office hours. According to the scheme's rules, all stalls must be given free as well as appropriate lump sum payments to be provided as allowance. Chusuba Town Council, in collaboration with Living for Environment NGO, organized Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0 on Wednesday at Vambuzo Memorial Town Hall in Chusuba. Additional Deputy Commissioner cum Administrator of Chusuba Town Council, Imkokla, gave a brief introduction of the training of Swachh Bharat Mission. The resource person representing Life NGO explained the present situation of environment in different parts of Nagaland by delivering a PowerPoint presentation. Hygiene and pollution of soil and water was also discussed during the program, and demonstration of materials which can be recycled was also carried out in the training program. District administration, students, government servants, PSF, police personnel, and public leaders from different wards of Chusuba Town took part in the one-day training program. Tsumini Town in Nagaland is facing link failure problem at the State Bank of India Tsumini branch, and regarding this situation, the Nagaland Consumers Voluntary Organization has urged the concerned authorities to look into the matter as soon as possible. As per reports by the Nltv Otsuminu unit, the issue has caused huge sufferings to its bank account holders, and people who come from remote areas without public transport to branch often face link failure problems, and the citizens are deprived of accessing their savings account. Nltv further added that although the matter has been notified by the organization for more than a month, but necessary actions has not been taken. Meluri Millet Sisters, in collaboration with Millet Network of India and Northeast Network, organized a second Millet Festival with the theme celebrating common heritage for a shared, resilient future at Meluri Village Council Hall on Wednesday. Subdivisional Agriculture Officer of Meluri, Prumezi Nuti, graced the festival as the chief guest. He stressed on the importance of agriculture and said production of millet should be promoted and it should be preserved, as millet is known as the most tolerable crop for human health. Velazonio Kiki, the associate project leader of Northeast Network, appealed to the people of Meluri and Butchery as a whole to encourage and support millet farmers for the upliftment of future society. The special chief guest inaugurated the exhibitions and farmers market stall. Around 100 people attended the festival, including Millet Sisters, public leaders, and various self-help groups. The 111 Battalion of Border Security Force will be organizing a lecture on career opportunities in BSF at the Government Higher Secondary School, Chosupa, on 2nd September at 10 a.m. SC Company Commander Macha Atom has notified that the lecture would impart information on career opportunities in the BSF, with the educated youth and students encouraged to choose BSF as a career option. The Rising People's Party has appealed to the Chief Minister of Punjab on vandalizing a church along with the pastor's car, which was set on fire on Tuesday in Tarn Taran district of Punjab. In respect of a secular spirit of the country, RPP appealed to the concerned authority to look into the matter and punish according to the law. RPP said that at this crucial juncture, when intolerance and Christian bashing has become the order of the day, thanks to the Majoridian politics. RPP also mentioned that the Aam Aadmi Party will continue to be in the forefront defending Christians and minorities in the country. RPP also wishes Aam Aadmi Party for future endeavors. In accordance with the order of the Deputy Commissioner of Longleng, all vehicular movements on the Longleng-Changdongya road has been prohibited from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. from 1st September for a period of 30 days. The restriction has been imposed due to the blasting operations for the construction of two-lane along the Changdongya-Longleng road's hard shoulders. A felicitation program was held for the medal winners of Mon District at the recently concluded Nagaland Olympic and Paralympic Games 2022 by the District Administration Mon on 30th August at the RDA Hall. Deputy Commissioner Ajit Kumar Verma and SP of Mon District Imna Lensa were present in the felicitation program to congratulate all the winners and participants for representing the district and urge them to strive harder to achieve more. SP of Mon thanked all the persons behind the scene who worked tirelessly to support the teams and athletes from the district. Team manager of Mon District, Chingmai Konyak, thanked all the stakeholders from the district who were responsible for sending huge contingent to represent the district in the game. Mon District, it may be noted that Mon District won 5 gold, 4 silver and 7 bronze medals, along with a total of 16 medals, standing at the 7th place at the medal tally. Well, on Thursday, a felicitation program was held in honor of Nagaland district's athletes who had participated and performed exceptionally well in the recently concluded Nagaland Olympic and Paralympic Games 2022. The event was held at this conference hall in Nagaland and was chaired by ESC Katienla. ESC Katienla said that each one of the participants is an asset to the society. Executive Secretary of the KBCA, Hambao Lam, President of KDC, M. Tango, and SP of Nagaland District, Dr. Pritpal Kaur, were present in the program. They congratulated the participants and urged them to give awareness to the younger athletes to work harder in the field of sports. KDC President M. Tango encouraged the athletes to strive harder so that they can represent not only the district but also represent India in the future. El Imkong Lam of the Khamnungan Sports Council spoke on behalf of the athletes. He said that KSC was officially dedicated in June 2016. For many years, the Khamnungan athletes played for district or for Dilsang district. And seeing their potential, they talked about the need to set up the KSC and how it came into existence. Coach W. Lachumong talked about the importance of physical education and said talent should be policed accordingly. DC of Nagaland, Hazumeru, congratulated all the winners and participants for lifting the district or for bringing laurels to the district.
President, Khamnungan Sports Council President, ami phone goise, tai ahit bole paranai goise. Ita aman Khamnungan Sports Council do, itu sar office pair so pressure June di goise. Ita nodun team bra ita Olympic itu carry out kuidana doija ase itu bra Khamnungan Sports Council do kina ga aise सबसे पुराना था आमी ऐसे pioneer nation 2016 de start pura ita tak ami ase itu bra kisado sab khan akidi aro administrator officer dusra khan akidi ami hi kisado koi di koi kana ami ki interest pura itu bra ami kushi pai kana apin kan akidi khara hoya felicitation.
3 ladies from Nagaland have been selected for playing their trade at the Delhi Women's Football League. 21-year-old Wadi Jungla is a goalkeeper, 18-year-old Zize Konyo plays as a defender, and 18-year-old Imli Renla as a winger. They have moved out of their comfort zone to chase their dream of playing football at the national capital of India for a state division league. Currently, they are playing for the Dream Team in the Delhi Women's Football League. Sports Live Nagaland confirmed that they have signed a contract for 1 year with this club. These girls are getting the right exposure to play their trade against professional teams, and it makes Nagaland immensely proud. The National Center for Promotion of Employment for Disabled People organized an awareness consultation program on disabilities in collaboration with New Chaluki Village Council on Wednesday at New Chaluki Village, Paran. As per press release, Fellow Research and Advocacy and NCPEDP Javed Avidi Fellowship, also the Joint Secretary of the Nagaland State Disability Forum, Ngangombe, emphasized the situations of persons with disabilities in Nagaland during the session. He further encouraged the children to experience the outside environment and urged their parents to not restrict their children within their home, but to allow them to get involved in social interaction. During the program, parents raised concerns about difficulties in attaining disability certificates, auto guard, and non-payment of disability pension since 2020. Well, keeping in mind the damages the potholes do to the vehicles and the difficulties passengers face, the members of Kamlong Ward and IOC Taxi Union Mogokchung came together and repaired the potholes along the Moriani Road from Milak Junction to New Market to Rotary House Junction on the evening of 31st August 2022. The members who took the step voluntarily said that they hauled the soil and boulder stone from the Yumu Ward. One of the members stated that they have never reported the problem to any official concerned. They expressed their envisages on the government that they pay attention to the deplorable road condition and meet the needs of the people. After levelling allegations of MLA poaching against the BJP, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal won the trust vote in Delhi Assembly on Thursday. 58 MLAs voted in favor of Kejriwal's Aam Aadmi Party, while no or not a single MLA voted in favor of the BJP. Earlier, Kejriwal had alleged that the BJP had darkaded 40 Aam Aadmi Party MLAs and offered rupees 20 crore, each one of them, to switch sides. Following this, Kejriwal had proposed a confidence motion in the Delhi Assembly. The motion was tabled in the House on August 29. Three BJP MLAs were temporarily suspended from their seats in the Delhi Assembly on Thursday amid a commotion over the suspected school scandal in the nation's capital. The Aam Aadmi Party countered the BJP's attempt to corner Arvind Kejriwal's administration during the assembly by accusing the Saffron Party of running Operation Lotus in the nation. Additionally, the Aam Aadmi Party charged a former president of Kati, Gramodyok, Lieutenant Governor Vinay Kumar Saxena of Delhi with being involved in the rupees 1,400 crore scandal. It is to be mentioned that the Aam Aadmi Party MLAs have been conducting candle marches to demand an investigation into the allegations against Vinay Kumar Saxena for the past 3 days. On the other hand, the BJP supporters protested outside of Assembly on Thursday against the wrong liquor policy of the Delhi government. In the midst of opposition's party's protests, Bihar Minister Kartik Kumar, who was charged in an abduction case from 2014, resigned, according to officials. After being transferred to a less important sugarcane department on Wednesday night, Rashtriya Janata Dal's MLC or MLA Kartik Kumar, who was appointed the state's law minister in the new Nitish Kumar administration, announced his resignation. The resignation has been accepted, according to a statement from the Chief Minister's office, and has been delivered to the governor. Another note in the Sonali Bhogat death case has come to the light as Haryana police detained a man in connection with the death of the BJP leader. Notably, Sonali's family accused the person of taking a laptop and mobile from the farmhouse of the deceased BJP leader. Haryana police has recovered the items following which the questioning is underway. Goa police reached Haryana for further investigation into the case. SHO Mantip Chahal revealed that the detained accused is a man named Shivam. He was in UB's Mirud Kaziabad area and he used to switch off his phone often. He further added that Goa police has arrived for probe and further questioning is underway. The official said that the police of both states will visit Sonali Bhogat's farmhouse. A sort of relief for restaurants, eateries and tea stalls owners as prices of commercial liquefied petroleum gas was slashed by rupees 91.5 per cylinder on Thursday by the oil marketing companies. With the new price, a slash in the 19 kilogram commercial cylinder gas, it will now cost rupees 1,885 rupees instead of 1,976 rupees in Delhi, according to data available on the Indian Oil Corporation's website. While the prices for commercial cylinders were slashed, there is no change, however, in the rates of domestic cylinders. Sansad TV's Chief Executive Officer Ravi Kapoor was relieved of his responsibilities on Wednesday. Together, the Speaker of the Lok Sabha and the Chairman of the Rajya Sabha decided that Utpal Kumar Singh, who is now the Secretary General of the Lok Sabha, will perform the duties of the CEO in Sansad TV. In February 2021, the decision to merge Lok Sabha TV and Rajya Sabha TV was taken, and Ravi Kapoor, a retired IAS officer, was appointed as its CEO in March. SpiceJet B737 aircraft, which took off from Delhi Indira Gandhi International Airport for Nashik in Maharashtra, returned midway to the national capital due to an autopilot snag on Thursday. Later, the airline in a statement mentioned that the Delhi-Nashik flight returned midway as the flight crew experienced a malfunction with the autopilot system. Amid high fuel prices and rupee depreciation, the aircraft is facing financial turbulence and has been involved in a series of incidents in the past as well. The National Investigation Agency announced a bounty of Rs 25 lakhs for an information that could lead to the arrest of a global terrorist, Dawood Ibrahim, a prime accused for the Mumbai blast in the 1993 incident. The agency has also announced a reward of Rs 20 lakh on other members of Dawood Ibrahim's criminal gang. According to the NIA, Ibrahim and others are involved in various terrorism, crimes or activities and are working in active collaboration with international organizations like Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed and the Al-Qaeda. And with that, we wind up the English Primetime. Thank you for tuning in. This is Chip and Kung signing off.